Hello, hello. Hey, everybody out there. Hello, hello in YouTube's world. Happy fall, y'all. I do live in Texas, so I hope we're allowed to say that. It's so annoying. That's why I say it. I don't like it, but yet I do. But yes, welcome to my WIP and chat. WIP, W-I-P, stands for work in progress. So if you want to grab your current WIP, your current progress or work in progress, go ahead and do that, or just hang out with me and lay in bed or drive, or grab something to drink. I am taking one for the team, helping out the cause here. I'm drinking an orange Gatorade. These poor Gatorades. I know it's so random. Before I started filming, I was like, oh, I want to grab something to drink. And I had bought like a variety pack of Gatorades. And the poor orange ones, not that good. Now I can see why. The poor orange ones always are left. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. Plus I probably need to be hydrated for something. I definitely didn't go work out, so it's not because of that. So let's not get crazy here. So yes, welcome. Let me just start off by welcoming everybody and asking how you are. I feel like I need to introduce myself, but I don't think I need to. I think y'all know who I am. Hello, my name is Shay. What is your name? Where are you from? No, seriously. If you are new to me, new to my channel, new to my videos, and newish, yeah, drop down in the comments where you're from. I'd love to know that. But yes, y'all definitely let me know. Also, let me know how you are. Let me know how things are going in your world. During this time, I'm just going to kind of chat and talk about what's been going on in mine. Now, I do have to apologize. This is a little delayed. And of course, for one reason or another, which we'll get into, things just kept happening. And yeah, so I had a sick child. I got a new phone that I couldn't film with. And it was just like, and now I'm back to my old phone. It was just a lot. It was a lot that happened. So I do apologize. I know some of you asked if there was going to be because I am doing this for an event. It's okay. You can still hang out with us if you're not doing the event. It's not all going to be about event stuff. But for those of you that are participating in the Cat Fedora, I got my tray here. Let me make sure the lid's on, y'all, because I got drills in there. We got the Cat Fedora Paint Along 2025. This is one of my Munimade trays. We'll talk about this too. Yeah, this is I know technically week 3 was last week, because today is what? September 24th, which by the way, it is the 24th for me, Wednesday. And I'm going to get this out for y'all this evening, because tomorrow is my birthday. I will be 51 years old. Still in the dirty 30 or dirty 50s. 50 is flirty. What's 50? Filthy 50. I don't even know, y'all. What am I doing? I got so many things on my mind right now. But anyways, my birthday's tomorrow and I am leaving for a retreat. I'm going to the Lone Star retreat. So yeah. But I was like, okay, I've got to get the WIP and chat out before I leave, or when am I going to do it? So this is technically week 3/week 4 WIP and chat. During this WIP and chat, I will be announcing the gift card winner from last week's WIP and chat, or the week before, the last WIP and chat that I did. I asked you for a keyword. So yeah. So if you put that in, so somewhere in this video, I'll do that clip, and it will be a $50 gift card to Jaded Gem Shop. And then I will also be giving you another word for the final giveaways. And that's going to be once I get back from the retreat. It'll be fun. I get back on the 29th, and that way I can kind of do a recap of the retreat, and we can kind of end the event and do our last giveaway. The last giveaway will be sorry, I've got the big box here. I've been trying to keep it nice in the box that Kat gave to us, because Kat does have a Etsy shop. And I got y'all a journal that she hand painted, and then a Munimade tray to go with it. So that'll be going out for the next giveaway. So I'll be giving you a keyword somewhere in this video, okay, for that. So, but we're also going to be announcing some winners in this video from the replay gang. Replay gang. I love my replay gang from the live last week. where we had Kat on. So if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. It was the last live stream that I did on my channel. We had Kat, we had M from Munimade, and we had Jade from Jaded Gem Shop. And then of course we had the wonderful, amazing Lexi in the background. Lexi was helping us with everything. So, but I was gonna give this, we've got 2 gifts to give away for the replay gang, because I know we gave away some prizes during that live. And I always feel bad for the folks that can't be there live, but still watch the videos. So M had donated a tray. It's a beautiful 3D printed tray. It's like this forest green. And then Kat, I've got one of her stickers from her Etsy shop. So that'll be one prize. And the other prize will be for a painting, a cat fedora painting from Jade's shop. So yes, hey, Jasper, sorry y'all. I gotta, he's doing the licky, chewy things. Hey. No. He keeps licking his legs. Sorry y'all. Normally they start falling asleep. Just go night-nights. Go night-nights. Yeah, so there will be 2 more. There'll be lots of giveaways. Lots and lots of giveaways. So, all right, did we get the administrative stuff done? A lot of it, most of it. Let's talk about what I've been working on today. And I will pop up a picture in the corner like I always do. This is, of course, a cat fedora for the event. I'm doing Earth and Sky, which BTW, this is back in stock as of the filming of this video, or it was at least last time I checked earlier today. This was back in stock at munimade.com. So I'll have it linked down below. She did restock several paintings, a lot of cats. Some of them already sold out. The unicorn is gone, but yeah, she definitely restocked. So do the notify me when available. But yeah, this one was in stock. So if you want to go grab this, it's so pretty. It's a 60 by 59 centimeters. It's a square. So I'm upside down, by the way. I flipped it. I'm a flipper. So I don't know. I'm somewhere like, where am I, y'all? Flower, ear. We're on the ear. We're on the ear right here, upside down. Yeah, so this is here's the elephant. So here's the ear. Yeah. So, but yeah, we're upside down. I got that. And then I've got my cat fedora trays from Munimade. I also wanted to talk about these because I showed them to you guys in the last WIP and chat, but they were selling so fast she had to stop taking orders, but she announced this week, so happy that she's taking orders again. So if y'all want to order one of these, both, go ahead. This one's a small tray and it says cat fedora. I do love that it's got the black lines inside. And then it's got the dark, it's kind of, because she likes to do the outline in black on her painting. So I like that they did that. It's got the magnets, it's got the lid and the stopper. So, I'm sorry, it says cat fedora and then it says paint along 2025. Even if, obviously the event's almost over, but it's fine. If you're a cat, cat fedora lover, if you want to support the artist, which is a great way because she does get paid for the trays as well, just like the paintings. And then look at this one. So I used the small one in the last one, so I thought I would use the big one. So yeah, M actually worked with Kat to collab to have Kat paint these trays. And this one, of course, like I showed you, you can fit the whole amount on there. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing some 310, doing a little bit more outline on the ears today. So I, of course, have my tray. And then, let me get my stopper out. I don't use the lids and stoppers normally. So do a little shaky, shaky, shaky. I know there's quite a bit of confetti in this one, so I probably didn't need a big tray, but I really wanted to try it out. I'm using my little trinket tray from Lexi Sparkle Craft. Have her link down below, and she's the Lexi I was talking to before. We go live on Wednesday, so I'll have her YouTube channel linked down below. Got one of my favorite pins, my little mini pin that I got from MT Inspirations from a gift from a friend. Now, M gave me, she started selling these pins too. And so she gave me a sample to try. It's so pretty. It's got the screw-in tips. So yeah, and they're the metal ones, and it's one of the thin ones. So I was gonna load it with putty and give it a little try. But yeah, this is a 6, I believe. And then yeah, it's got the single placer, the metal one. So I was gonna try this one and give it a shot. And then for my putty, this is my putty, my actual putty that I got to help design, which is so fun. I'll have this link down below. It's from, she's got an Etsy shop. It's Pure Bliss Wax Co. It's called Lil Sweetie Pie. I got to name it and I got to make her. Let me show you, I say her because this is actually her. I wanted to show you guys this too because they're back in stock. So everyone's like getting all their stuff back in stock. This is a Coverminder. that I got to design with. This is little sweetie pie right here. This is what she looks like. She is a cinnamon, pumpkin, vanilla, just little baby right here. She's adorable. Look at her. So it's got the magnets on the back, so it holds back your plastic. So I've got her, and like I said, she's back in stock. And then I have my Putty. It smells so good. I've used it a couple times. Yep, it's got the little pumpkin. It lasts a long time. That's all I've been using in my placer. So, oh yeah, so we're gonna load the pen. Jasper, I'm gonna have to throw something at him. Not throw something, I know it always sounds so bad, but you know, toss a little something his way to get him to stop chewing his legs. Speaking of Pure Bliss Wax Co, I got to do the collab with that one. I also collabed with these little cutie pies. When I was looking for my little sweetie pie, I did find my other cover minders from her. If you want a picture of me, if you want my face, my O face staring at you, there you have it. I think these are for sale in her shop. I had them made for my Patreons, and my YouTube members, but I think they might be, but it's a cover minder. And I had a putty go with it, Shay's Zen Mode. Shay Zen Mode. It smells like green tea and sage. It smells really, really good. So I have that one. And then I am a Nutella addict, which by the way, I busted out the jar last night with a chopstick and ate way too much. And my belly hurt so bad afterwards, but it was delicious. But I have this cover minder. So that's my little Nutella baby. And that's called Hazel Drizzle is the putty that goes with this. So yeah, if you ever want to go check out her shop and find some of my little things that I got to have it's so fun to work with shop owners and design things like that. So, all right, let's go ahead and hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I am using my little, half moon, like nail salon light thingy. So, and then it's got the little holder, which will help me figure that out. But yeah, I just stab it, wiggle, 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 wiggle. That sounds bad saying I stabbed it. I just press it in there and I just wiggle like always. And then there you go. That's a pretty good clean scrape. And then I just kind of use the tip of my finger to I like mine flat. I don't like anything oozing off the edges. It really bugs me. I'm constantly scraping it after I load it, but there we go. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. It smells so good. Oh, because it's officially fall, y'all, right? That's why I said happy fall, y'all, by the way. Because I think first day of fall was what's today, the 24th? I think it was a couple days ago. I think I saw on the news or something. So yeah. All right, let's get to going. I think I've talked about all the things. I mean, for the most part. All right, let's get another little swig. I guess I'm using the orange Gatorade because it's fall, right? Trying to get into the fall spirit. Okay, and it's not that bad. The first sip was a little, oof. I'm getting used to it now. Oh, I guess I need some micro glue dots in my little, I got my little tin where I store my little reel of, you're gonna get to see me do all the things. All right, yeah, I just kind of scrape the tip. Now I normally don't use these type of tips. As you can see in my other pen, I use just the freebie ones, just the brass tips. But I'm gonna give this one a whirl. I know some of you are probably going, don't use tweezers to load your, you could scrape it, but I'm good. All right, so let's talk, y'all. Let's catch up. But I'm gonna be mad if you don't tell me. Well, I'm not gonna be mad, but you better tell me how you are and what you got going on too. I love to see what you guys are up to, and I like to catch up. That's one little way to catch up. All right, so what else? I'm just looking at my notes. All right, let's talk about last week. So yeah, a lot happened. Let's just kick it off with the live. If you were on the live with Kat and Jade and Em, thanks for coming. We had a lot of people on there. And I was telling Kat that, they're here for her, not me. I don't have that many people. It's like over 100 people on there. It was so fun. Come to find out afterwards, we had a group chat going, and she did say that, she just kept saying thank you over and over again, thanking us for making her first live stream so, welcoming. So you guys did that for her. So thank you. She said she was nervous, and I didn't know that. She never told us that she was going to be nervous. She just said she had never done one before. And she was definitely like, yeah, I'll do one with you guys. And, never told us that she had never done one until like a couple days before, when she was like, this might be a stupid or silly question, but what do we do on these? And I was like, oh, she's like, I've never done one. So yeah, I just kind of, you know, walked her through it, and we got on early, and she was so sweet. So sweet. And crazy thing is, she actually asked to join. I'm glad I got to see it and I got to approve it. The Facebook group, because we do have a Facebook group for this event. She asked to join the Facebook group, and I was telling my husband that when I saw the approval come up, the notification, and he goes, you should decline it and then send her like a funny message or something. I was like, no, I don't know her that well. I'm not gonna decline it and try to be funny. And I was like, oh my gosh. So, no, I approved it. But that was so cool that she did that, and that she did the live with us. It was really, really fun. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you for watching the replay. Speaking of replay, let's just go ahead, because I don't want to forget. Yeah, let's just go ahead and draw a couple of prizes, shall we? I'll go ahead and put in the clip here of me doing a little screen record of the winner. So good luck before I play it. And then, yeah, so the first one, I'll explain it during the video, but the first one, I'll go ahead and say it now. The first one will be for the tray, okay? And if you are an international winner, I just ask, because I'll have to ship this to you, I just ask that you pay anything over $15, okay? Because that would be really helpful if you are international. So the first winner will be for this. So winner number one will be for this. And I guess this is for the replay, folks. I asked you to put replay in the comments, and a lot of you did. So, and then the other number two, the winner number two will be for the painting from Jade. Okay, and it's obviously a cat painting. I forget the name of it, so forgive me, but you will love it. It's beautiful. So, so thank you, Jade. Thank you for donating that. So, all right, good luck to you guys. Here's the clip. And we're back. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations, yay. All right, so those replay winners have been announced. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the tray behind me so I'll know that we did that part. All right, but yeah, it was so fun. Yeah, it was great. I mean, you guys asked some really good questions. I was nervous myself. I was very nervous. It had been a day. Like I said, I had, you know, my daughter. So what happened was, let's talk about that now. So I don't even know what day it was. So the live was what? Wednesday? So on Tuesday, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, before school, my daughter was telling us that, I think it was the day before, I think it was on Tuesday, yeah, telling us that she was not feeling good and that her stomach hurt before school. And we're like, you know, no, you need to go to school. And she's like, no, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. We're like, you're fine, you're fine. So we made her go to school. Well, in Texas, they're not allowed to have their cell phones on at school. They have to keep them in their backpacks. So my husband, like a couple hours, like an hour after I dropped her off, he's like, have you heard from her? And I'm like, no, they can't call. They can't use their phones. He goes, oh, that's right. So like about 30 minutes after that, I did get an email from her school email. She was in class and she's like, Mom, I feel worse. I don't think I can do it. Oh my God, I feel so bad. And then right after I read that message, a couple minutes later, the school nurse is calling me. And I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, oh wow, she really must not be feeling good. She went to the nurse. Well, the school nurse was like, well, I've got Lauren in the school nurse office, and she is, and she threw up in class, and I don't think she's finished. So you need to come pick her up. I'm like, okay. Now, y'all, everything was aligned like it should have been. I mean, it would have been real, well, so many other things could have happened, and it wouldn't have been the end of the world. We would have figured it out. But get this. Earlier that morning, after she went to school, I was supposed to have a dentist appointment at 11. I would have been at the dentist, but the dentist had called that morning after I took her to school saying, one of our hygienists is out sick. Can you come later around 3:15? I was like, sure. So, but then I was worried. I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to pick her up from school and she's not feeling good and that's going to suck to have her walk home. She's not going to like that. So I was worried about that. But then when the nurse called me, it was exactly 11 o'clock. So I would have been at the dentist, not been able to pick her up because I was kind of panicked. I don't do well with throwing up. I just don't. I don't do well with that. I'm sorry I'm even talking about it. Ugh. I just don't do good with it. I kind of freak out and panic and ugh. It's like one of the worst things to me for me to have happen or see somebody else do it. So, so I was like, okay, so that worked out because I would have been, and then my husband's normally on Tuesdays, he's out of town, but he was still here. So he could have picked her up, you know, if I was at the dentist. So it worked out but it worked out that he was here. He was so sweet. He saw me kind of panicking when I was like, okay, she threw up at school. I got to go pick her up. I'm like, I need like a bag or something like for my car. I'm like, I don't want her to get sick in my car. And we live across the street, but I was like panicked and, you know, trying to think of all the different things and not like just trying to hurry up and like get to her as fast as I could. Cause you hate when your kid's sick, you know? And so then he's like, well, I just ran in the kitchen and I grabbed a Target bag from under the sink. And he's like, no, that's not waterproof. No, that's not going to work. And I was like, okay, well, what do I? So then I put that back real quick and I ran into the laundry room and I grabbed a reusable shopping bag and I come out and he's like, no, that's not going to work. I was like, what do you want me to use? I started like to panic and I was getting mad and he was getting upset. And he's like, oh my God. And so he grabbed a kitchen trash bag. I was like, okay. So I had this kitchen trash bag in my car and I go to school to pick her up and she comes out. And you know what she's holding in her hand from the school nurse? A Walmart bag. Now y'all tell me, I think a Walmart bag as far as like quality and like sturdiness is a step down from a Target bag. So I started off in a better position, I think. So anyways, and the first thing she wanted to say to me was, I told you I was sick. I told you I didn't feel good. She could not wait to tell us, I told you so, right? She finally was able to say it. I was like, I know, I'm so sorry. I'm proud of you for trying to stick it out. And she's like, that's like one of the most embarrassing things ever. That was like one of my worst fears. And you know, yeah. So it happened. Like, did it happen during class? She's like, yeah, I guess they had a substitute and she was feeling bad. So she went to the substitute and asked to go to the nurse because she didn't feel good. And I guess the substitute was rummaging through the desk, trying to find a pass, like a nurse pass, a hall pass. And the sub took too long. And yep, there you have it. Right in the middle of class on the floor. So, yep. So I'm not allowed to give her nectarines anymore. I did, yesterday? I waited a little bit and I was like, I wonder how this is going to go over because apparently that's what she had before that happened for snack. And she's like, Mom, I can't. And they came back yesterday and I was like, so no nectarines still? She's like, nope, not for a while. I was like, all right. So she did not get sick in my car. So that was good. But when we got home, my husband was so sweet. He had got, you know, we kind of have, we know the drill, right? She's our third. So we had the big silver bowls that we use for like, you know, in the kitchen for like salads and like baking and stuff. If you see a silver bowl, you know what's happening in the house. He had the couch covered in a blanket. He had towels. He had the remote. He had a water bottle. He had the table. He had it all set up for her to lay on the couch and relax. And it was so sweet. So she did, and she fell asleep for a little bit. But her appetite was just not there. It was just gone. But she missed, let's see, that was the rest of Tuesday. She was out. Wednesday, she spiked. Oh, that's what happened. Because Wednesday I had the live. Wednesday I let her stay home from school because she couldn't really eat. When she would eat, her stomach hurt so bad. I mean, it was just like I kept telling her, your stomach is like angry. It does not want anything in it. We started thinking it was maybe food poisoning. And y'all, you know, one of the worst things you can do is get on Google and start, you know, typing in symptoms. My kid, because, you know, she started running a fever on Wednesday. Well, my husband was out of town at that point. He had to leave. So I was nurse duty here. And she spiked a fever on Wednesday of like 102, 103, I think it was. And of course, I'm reading all these symptoms of like fever and vomiting. And it's like, oh, it could be their appendix could be bursting and it could be an emergent. I'm like, what? So I was like, you know, asking her if it hurt, if I pressed on her stomach. And I was like, do I take her? Do I not? And she did not want to go to the pediatrician's office. She didn't want to go to urgent care. So on Wednesday, I kind of told her, I was like, okay, so I have this live. And y'all, you know, I mean, family comes first, yes. But, you know, my oldest Ryan was here. And I, you know, kind of told him what was going on and, you know, to help her out if she needed anything and to be on standby. And I got her all set up before I left, you know, came up to my craft room. So I wasn't leaving, I was just upstairs. But yeah, we got through it and she did great. So y'all were really sweet at the end. I was able to tell you guys what was going on. And everybody's like, tell Lou we said thank you. So I go down there and I told her. She did start messaging me after about an hour. She started messaging me saying, are you almost done? I don't feel good. So Wednesday morning, she still had a low-grade fever, and I was like, okay, we're going to the doctor. So we called the pediatrician. Our pediatrician's on vacation. I was like, no. So we saw another lady. She was super sweet. She kind of was like, you know what? I don't really know what I think it's just, you know, gastro, you know, you must have eaten something or you got like a stomach bug is what she was saying. But she's like, you know what? Let's go ahead and test for strep and flu. Well, she came back positive for strep. Yep. So they gave us antibiotics and yep. So let's see, so Thursday, she stayed home from school. I was like, oh my gosh. She was starting to feel a little better, but you know, just trying to get back, you know, up to speed. And then Friday, she stayed home. So she got behind on school. Let's just put it that way. Cause I told y'all last week that the last women chat that she was struggling in Spanish and this just was like the last thing we needed, but you know, it happens. And so now this week we've just been trying to catch up on all the assignments. But so Friday she finally started feeling better and fever was gone. She had appetite. She was able to eat lunch. And then in the afternoon she's like, Mom, I was invited to so-and-so's birthday party. Can I go? And I was like, oh, what? Yeah. I was like, you gotta take it easy though. No cake. Like you gotta take it really, really easy. And she did. It wasn't a sleepover, so I agreed to it. It was just like a house party for a little bit and for a few hours. So she went and did that, but I was exhausted from all of that. And then on Friday, I forgot to mention, on Thursday night, Nate, my middle one, who just went off to college, came home for the weekend. So we had so much fun. He came home because I thought it's because he missed me or the dogs, but I mean, I think he definitely missed the dogs. But there was a huge card show. He is a collector. He's collected Pokemon cards for years, since he was little. I wish we would have kept all of them, but we haven't. But he's purchased quite a bit and sold over the last few years. And then he also has gotten into football cards and baseball cards. So he's like a collector of cards. And there was a huge card collecting show where you can trade and sell and buy over the weekend. So him and his roommate, Jack, sorry, y'all, I'm just getting a little sip, came and stayed here. They got in Thursday night. And then Friday, it was so nice. Nate and I got to, we went to lunch, just the two of us. It was a great weekend with him. We went to lunch and then we went to Costco because he wanted to get some stuff for the dorm, like in bulk. So that was good, like some snacks and stuff like that. So he did that. And then, sorry, I'm just sitting back in my chair for a second. My back was starting to hurt. And then that night, a bunch of their buddies came over and they hung out in the media room and watched TV and watched a movie. And then on Saturday was the card show, and he made like $900 on selling some of his bigger Pokemon cards that he'd had for a few years that were worth a lot of money. So yeah, he's got more money in his account than I do right now. So I was like, dang. But yeah, so, and then Saturday night, so a lot had kind of happened over the last few weeks. I know some of it y'all know, some of it you don't, but the plans kept changing on when and where and how we were going to be celebrating my birthday. So for several different reasons. For one, my husband was supposed to be in China until today. He's supposed to get in this afternoon originally, like the 24th. So I thought, okay, we'll just, spend the 24th together before I leave for the retreat. So because of him going to China and me leaving on my birthday for a retreat, and I didn't even need for us to go out and celebrate anything. I was totally fine. I was like, I don't need any of that. But my husband's like, yeah, we're going to do something. So whenever his trip to China got canceled, because I have news on that to update you guys on, my father-in-law, who has esophageal cancer, was able to, that's why my husband, my father-in-law, that's why he canceled his trip. He went down there and he is home from the hospital. So thank you guys for all the well wishes. Really do appreciate it. My husband's actually there right now this week. He's in Austin, and he was saying that he's doing much better, and the chemo has actually been shrinking the tumor. And so he's actually been able to eat a little bit of soup. So he's actually getting a little more nutrients, and he's doing better. So thank you to everybody for thinking about him, my mother-in-law, during this time. It's been rough for them. Yeah, but I get to see her tomorrow. I get to see all of them tomorrow. How we're gonna make this work is, I'll go back and tell you guys what I was telling you in a second. I just want to give you this update. But tomorrow, well, yes. So tomorrow for my birthday, I'm dropping Lou off at school, and then I'm gonna go pick up Joe Atwood at her house, and then we're gonna drive from her house, start heading to the retreat. About, let's see, 3 hours, because it's like 4 hours to get there. It's like halfway. No, about 3 hours. We'll be in Austin. So my husband's there right now, so I'll get to have lunch with my husband on my birthday, and Joe, and my mother-in-law. So we're gonna go to the house and say hi to them and have lunch. Then after we have lunch, then we're gonna go jet to the retreat. So yes, finish our trip. So that's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be a good day. So I'm happy I get to see her. I miss her. So, okay, back to, yeah, so we really didn't know what we were doing. And then, you know, we were sitting on the couch Saturday morning, and my husband's like, so, you know, I was thinking maybe since Nate's here, you know, we could maybe do something for your birthday. And I was like, since all the kids are home, and I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be great. He goes, well, what about, and I was like, well, they have the card show on Saturday. And then he goes, what about brunch on Sunday before they leave? And I was like, oh, I have to, and I wasn't scheduled to work, but we did have training. I had to go in for training on Sunday for an hour from 10 to 11 because we got new computers. We got a new POS system. We're using Shopify now. So yesterday was crazy. It was the first day it went live. So I couldn't do Sunday. And then they're like, what about Saturday? You have your and I said, I had my Patreon live on Saturday night. And he's like, I have an idea. He's like, what if? And we both kind of looked at each other. I know what you're thinking. He goes, what? I said, what if I did my Patreon live from the retreat this coming weekend? Because some of the people that are going to be there are actually my Patreons and my YouTube members that do those. And because we do it once a month. And yeah, and then we'll hop on, and we can also, the folks that are, you know, that are on the call, because we do Google Meet, we do, you know, our cameras are on, they can actually see parts of the retreat that I'm allowed to show them. Or maybe, or at least our room or something. So I'll have to find a spot. But yeah, so so a reminder, if y'all are in those tiers, the top 2 tiers, and my Patreons or YouTube members, remember it's this Saturday at, let's see, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. From the retreat, we're going to be, or I will be there. I don't know about the rest of the group that's going to be there. Who knows? They might be busy. I don't know, but I'm going to be there. So there might be shenanigans. So I thought it would be a really good time. So because of that, they were so nice. I was able to reschedule with those folks and be like, okay. And so we were able to go to dinner Saturday night. But I felt really bad for my husband because while I was at work on Saturday all day, he said he was scrambling because he thought he had more time to kind of like get all my presents wrapped and a cake and all. And I said, honey, I thought we were just going to do dinner. You didn't have to like, he's like, well, if I just thought since we were going to be going to dinner, I might as well have all your stuff ready for you, like for your birthday. I was like, oh my gosh. So him and Lou went to the mall and they were like shopping all day. I got a gluten-free carrot cake. So good. Oh my gosh. He said it was not cheap, but it was good. Then we got to go to dinner at a place called Macero. It's Mexican food. It was really good. And we got to sit outside next to these like fountains. It was like some good people watching. It was like a homecoming for some of the high schools around the area. So it was really funny to see all the kids taking pictures and all the girls dressed up. So yeah, so when I got home from work, there was some gifts on the table and I was like, ooh, someone wrapped some presents. So yeah, he was like running around trying to get it all done. So he's like, yeah, I had to move up my timetable a little bit. And so I was like, he's so sweet. So So then let's see, Nate, Jack, and Ryan and Lou and I went to dinner. And then after dinner, we, like I said, we came home, we did gifts. So here's where the phone comes in. Okay, so there's a new iPhone that got released, and it's an Air, right? Thin Air, I forget what it's called, but it's thinner. And so my husband thought I would want something lighter, right? But he was like, but the camera, it doesn't have the same cameras that you have on your phone right now. And I was like, oh, okay. He goes, but check it out over the weekend, you know, and let me know what you think. And if you want to return it, we have time. No worries. I'm like, okay. So finally, so Sunday we had the training, and let's see, Sunday afternoon, I filmed my video for the Munimade Monday videos. I did the cat Fedora one, and I did it with the new phone, and it was no bueno. So the phone I have now, don't ask me what number it is, I don't know. It's got the 3 cameras on the back, and it's what I'm used to, because why the new one didn't work out, it just has 1 camera, and the way that I have my setup, I'm able to like look because I stand up to do my unboxings and to do those videos. So when I'm standing up, I can look over my mount that's holding the phone to film. I can see the screen and I see what y'all are seeing. But with that camera, with the new phone, the thin one, I had to raise my little arm that I use to film the videos to hold my phone way up high, and I had to keep getting on my tippy toes to like look up to see what y'all were seeing to make sure I was still in frame. And it was blurry at one point when I brought up like the sticker sheet, and I was like, whoa, and I was like bringing it back down, and I just thought, okay, this isn't gonna work. And so when I told him, he was like, it's okay. So he tries to move me back to my old phone. Well, it wasn't working. So he's like, can you go to the AT&T store tomorrow? Because he had to go back to Austin. So I went yesterday. It was all this back and forth stuff. Well, we're back to my old phone. So I was kind of out of commission for a little bit. I couldn't do a whip and chat with it. Well, I could have, but I could have used this phone, my old phone. I had 2 phones going. So anyways, that was a little bit of the phone drama. So yeah, kind of sent me back a little bit, but I got the videos done. I was also able to film. I needed to pre-film a little bit for because I had to do next week's Munimade Monday video early. So yeah, because I'm going to be getting home on Sunday, and I thought, I don't want to be, I've got to have that ready for her to put out on Monday. So yeah, so speaking of that unicorn one, that's the one that I did the video for, and it sold out. Not because of me, because y'all really wanted that painting. It's so pretty. I love it. So definitely, if you didn't get a chance to grab it, definitely do the notifications. So she'll probably restock that one too. So, but yeah, so between her being sick and just, Nate being home and birthday kind of celebrate, it was all good stuff. But I just felt like y'all kept getting put on the back burner, and this whip and chat kept, and I know I these days I don't have to do, and I know like in the past, before I took my little break, I was doing whip and chats like on a dedicated, I think it was every Thursday or something? I don't even remember. Yeah, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. And I was like, I religiously stuck to that. Having a schedule was really, really big to me, and it was important, and and I didn't want to let anybody down. And then when they started slipping, I finally took my little break. And then with this, I was like, okay, I know I'm back, but I can't guarantee it's going to be on, on a certain day. So I was trying to be realistic, but I'm back. I'm here. I'm getting it done for y'all. So, all right. So, let's go ahead and give you, speaking of whip and chats, let's give you the next word. Now, y'all know how we do it here, right? Don't just put the word in the comments for next week's giveaway for the journal. I'm so excited about this journal. I can't wait to see who's going to get it. It's beautiful with the hand-painted mermaid on there. It's just so pretty. And she hand-painted the back of it too. It's so pretty. I'm a huge note taker, so I hope whoever wins it is also like a, an avid, journal person, or, take notes. Yeah, so I'd be happy to hear how you use it, maybe see it. So, and then of course the tray that'll go along with it. So, because I thought those matched really well. So thank you to Em for donating the trays, and for Jade and for Kat. Just really appreciate everybody's support. I wanted to this to be a huge thank you to them. And I wanted them to know how much we care about them as well and how much we love their artwork and them as people. So yeah, I think we've done that. We have done that. And now Kat is in the Facebook group and she can see all your beautiful paintings. So what I was going to say is the unicorn painting that I had, that I was doing the video for of Kat's, we asked Kat if she'd ever diamond painted before. And she said no, but she'd like to try. So I was going to send her my painting because I was going to keep that one. But I told Em, I was like, hey, I don't have and Em had offered to ship anything for me that I needed for any paintings that needed to be given away. And I'd pay her back for shipping. And I said, you know what? I didn't have a box that would fit that painting or a tube. I had already given the other tube away or shipped it with something else. And I was like, okay, I don't have a box. Em offered. So I'm like, hey, if you can ship one of the ones you have, then I'll give this one back to you that I have whenever I see you next. And just tell me how much the shipping is. She's like, done. And so she took care of it for me. I'm also going to give her some trays, some of the trays that we did. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, Kat's going to get a set of the trays, which is so cool. I love that Em's going to do that for her. So I don't know if she's done that yet, but yeah, so Kat's going to be getting it. So wouldn't it be cool to see her like try diamond painting? It'd be really cool if she like got into it. So, but yeah. So, speaking of the word, okay, let's go ahead. Oh, y'all, I never have a word prepared. I know. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but, I know. Since my birthday is tomorrow, let's go ahead and put the word birthday. Okay. Yeah. I don't think it matters if it's capital or not, but I think you're supposed to capitalize the word birthday. Are you? I don't know. Let's just put birthday. Yeah, put the word birthday. Let me know when your birthday is. Let me know anything you want to say. Just be creative. Just give me a full, a sentence with the word birthday in it. And yes. Speaking of birthdays, and I'll say, once I come back from the retreat, I will do the final video for that last giveaway, okay? Kind of be like the grand finale type of thing. And then I'll get to give you all a little recap of the retreat. What I was going to say is I kind of have a little bit of a fun little goal. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's been fun to kind of watch it. I didn't tell anybody I was doing it, but for me, I thought that would be pretty cool. So a milestone that I'm getting close to 9,000 subscribers. And I've been hovering for a little bit, like really close to that number. And I thought, okay, if I can get to 9,000 by my birthday, that would be super cool. I don't know what I'm at now. I mean, I checked earlier today and I think I was like 4 or 5 away, maybe 6, but it's like not very many people. So if you have not subscribed, you could help me get to my goal. It is free, which I always tell you guys, subscribing doesn't cost any money. I didn't know that when I first started watching YouTube. I thought I was subscribing to like a subscription, like a magazine subscription or something, and I was going to get charged monthly. No, it's totally free. It's just kind of fun to see how many people, I can't even believe that almost 9,000, that's a lot of people. You guys, that's so many people chose to use their finger or whatever they chose to use to click that subscribe button. I mean, it took effort, it took thought. They must have liked, I don't know. It's just, it's crazy to think about it. It's not just a number. I know it's not, it's actually someone thinking, hey, I kind of like this person. Or I think, and that's amazing to me that you guys cared and enjoy the content. So I really do appreciate it. I mean, for all the almost 9,000 that have done that already, thank you. Thank you so much. But let's see, I don't know if I can do it, but that'd be pretty cool if I got like 9,000. That'd be like a pretty fun birthday present to give myself. So no, for y'all to give to me, actually, I'd give it to myself. But yeah, I was going to tell you guys a funny story about something that happened at work this week. So, how, kids say the darndest things. Isn't that, there's a game show or something or a book or I don't know. But yeah, they do. Kids are so funny. Well, for those of you that don't know, I work at a toy store. I have a part-time job as a manager. I'm a manager at a toy store, and kids do say the darndest things. And then the grandparents get very, very embarrassed about it. So I was going to tell y'all, I mean, stuff happens all the time. I mean, I could tell y'all so many stories of the things that I see, the calls I get, the Karens that call. I do apologize if your name is Karen, but you know what I'm talking about. The certain Karens that can be Karens. Okay, Jasper's licking again. Jasper, stop licking your leg, my dude. I'm gonna have to put his cream on his leg. You're gonna get it all red. So, y'all know I love mermaids, so I thought you'd get a kick out of this, because I did. I mean, if they only knew, they didn't even know, the customers didn't even know how much I love mermaids, but. Okay, so this little girl comes in with her grandma, and she's 4, come to find out, because, you know, her grandma asked her how old she was so she could tell me. They come in and they are shopping for a birthday present for the little girl's cousin, for a cousin in the family. And I was asking, you know, what kind of stuff she likes, you know, asking the normal questions, trying to figure out, you know, what would be a good, you know, thing to offer them and a good option, give them some ideas. So I showed them some popular things for that age group for 4 years, because they were shopping, she's 4 as well, the girl that they were shopping for. So pointed out a couple of things, but then all of a sudden the little girl looks up in front of her, and we have this treasure chest. It's actually a little wooden box, and it looks like it's a treasure chest, like a little one. It's got pink ribbons on the side, and it's a mermaid treasure chest. And it's got mermaid charms, it's got beads, you can make bracelets, and it's really, really cute. It's in our arts and crafts section. And she sees that and she's like, oh, Grandma, I want this for her. And actually they ended up getting 2 because she wanted one for herself. And the grandma's like, oh, mermaids, yes, you do love mermaids, and so does she. And she goes, do you want to tell the nice lady what you did today? And the little girl looks at me and looks at the grandma, and she looks at me again. She goes, she kind of just wasn't saying anything. And the grandma's like, remember? And she had to like prompt her a little bit. The grandma's like, remember in the pool today? What'd you do? And I knew where the grandma was going, because we were looking at a mermaid treasure chest, right? Well, treasure box. And so I'm assuming the girl dressed up as a mermaid, and she was going to tell me that, or she had a mermaid tail or something. The little girl goes, oh, I was naked. The little girl told me she was naked in the pool. I didn't really think anything of it. I definitely didn't, but the grandma did. The grandma was mortified. Y'all, I've had kids swimming naked. I don't care. But again, that's like, I mean, she didn't know me, and maybe she thought maybe it was going to make her look bad or look weird. I don't know, but I thought it was cute. Kids run around naked all the time. Totally get it. But she had to explain herself to me. She was like, oh. She goes, I'm sorry. She goes, she said naked, and the grandma was all red-faced. And I was like, oh my, now she's going to have to explain this to me. And she goes, no, honey, you were a mermaid too. And she looked at me, she goes, well, she was naked. And I go, oh, okay. And I was like, I get it. And she's like, but then she wanted to tell me more. She goes, well, we're actually house sitting for a friend of ours, and they've got this pool, and you can't see into the backyard at all from any of the neighbors' houses. So I let her swim naked. And I was like, lady, I'm good. You don't need to explain it to me. I get it. I just was like, I'm naked. She was so cute. I just can't. I mean, these kids, they say things. The grandparents say things. I mean, about the parents. The grandparents that come in and they're like, yeah, my daughter said I can't buy any toys and no candy for my grandkid. I got to buy something educational. And they kind of roll their eyes, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. I know. And they don't really like that. So it has been so fun working there. It has been so fun. Yeah. Oh, okay, Mondays is our slowest day. It is. It's like, the weekends are really busy because, birthday parties and the whole thing. But Mondays are typically like our slowest days. So I worked Monday by myself all day, open to close. Well, one of our high schoolers came in at 3:30. So she came in for a couple hours at the end. But she doesn't know how to do the register because we got new registers. So we just decided, and she's new, so we just decided not to train her. So I was by myself, and it had been raining that morning too. So I was like, oh, it's going to be like super, super slow. It wasn't. Now, it was slow. Yes, like there weren't a lot of people that were coming in the door, but the people that were coming in were big ticket items. Like they were spending some money. So the owner called me and she's like, Shay, what's going on at the store? She's like, we're looking at the numbers and you've only rung up like 9 tickets, but you're already like at $1,000. Like what? And I'm like, and I was patting myself on the back and I was like, oh, no, it's just my good sales skills, I guess. I wish we made commission because I think I would have done well that day. But you know what it really was? Well, it was a lot of things, but I was in the zone, it was a good day. people, I just felt like chatted up with people. And I mean, I always do. Yeah, as you can tell. But it was just a good day. And Labubus. I was able to sell some Labubus. Oh, was I ever. I sold a ton of those. I was talking those things up. And they're expensive. Sold a couple of scooters that are not cheap. So it was like a good day. Ended up being like almost a $2,000 day. So the owner's like, dang, you get kudos for the day. And I'm like, thank you. So I felt like it was like the first day where I felt like I'd like made a difference. And I like, I was acknowledged for it. I mean, I always do my job, but it was like, there was evidence, that it was like a higher sale day than usual. So they like kind of noticed it, but yeah, it was good. It was all good. Yeah. So, but I am on vacation now. I've been off today, running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I've gone to Target. I'm doing laundry. I'm trying to pack. I just did my nails. So the retreat is Golden Girl themed. And yeah, so I thought I would do some gold accent on my nails. Some folks, they said we could bring a moo-moo. I think there's going to be margaritas and moo-moos, or moo-moos and margaritas. I don't have a moo-moo, but I found like a bathing suit cover-up that's kind of like a moo-moo, sort of like, I don't know. So, but I was at Target looking at moo-moos, and I was like, I just can't. They look comfy, but I was like, I don't know. Maybe someone will have an extra one. So we'll see. What else? Yeah. So I'm just like kind of running around, I got to go to the grocery store still. Ryan's got a haircut at 4. I'm going to go take him to that. Oh, and I was going to tell y'all, I get to see some friends at dinner tonight. So there's no live. That's why I canceled the live for tonight, because some folks are going to be in town pre-retreat, right? It's like a pre-retreat dinner that we do a lot of times because people have come in for the retreat. Now it's in New Braunfels, which is about, like I said, 4 hours from here. So Cheryl G, who a lot of you do know, she works with Tmall, DP with Sparklers. I get to go to dinner with her tonight. She's going to be coming into town. Melinda, my sweet Melinda Hands. I know a lot of y'all know her. Joe Atwood. Joe and I are actually going to be, driving to the retreat tomorrow together. And then Sylvia, Scrapping with Sylvia, is going to be joining us, and we're all going to go to the Cheesecake Factory. So my plans are to take Lou, my daughter, to youth. She goes to church on Wednesday nights, youth group. Drop her off there, go to dinner, and then go home, and then hopefully finish packing, because we're going to head out. I've got a ton of stuff to bring. We took Munimade orders for the retreat folks, and they got a discount. Free shipping, obviously no shipping. And then like there was a retreat discount that I collected for her. So I'm going to be bringing those. I've got a ton of Pass the Stash, which is like a freebie table. I'm finally going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff that I just don't know if I'm ever going to do. I've even got some that I've never even opened that, I don't know. I'll see if there's any interest in anybody wanting to buy them. I've never sold any of my diamond paintings at retreats before. This is the first time I'm actually going to this retreat. So I kind of feel like a newbie. Because I've been to retreats, but not this one. So I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I get to meet Rich for the first time. Sir Rich, my friend Rich. Speaking of diamonds, this is his YouTube channel, so I get to meet him. We've never met in person. And then I get to see a lot of my friends who I have met in person before. I get to hug and squeeze their necks and kiss their faces. And they're just going to get so tired of me. So I'm very, very excited, y'all. I wish everybody could go. I hate even talking about retreats sometimes because I don't want anybody to feel left out. But yeah, I know. But I've never been to this one, and I've been wanting to go for a long time. So I'm excited. And it happened to be on my birthday, so I was like, yes. And then Joe's birthday is the day after mine. So we're just going to have like a little birthday retreat. And we're staying in the same room. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, I'm looking at the clock, and it's 3:19. Lou gets out of school at 3:45, so I'm going to hop over to carpool and go wait for her, and then go with Ryan to go get his haircut at 4 to help him out. And then, so I love you guys. Oh, did I ever give you a word? Birthday. Okay. I gave you the word. I'm like, okay, what else did I forget? Did I forget anything? Watch, if I edit it, I might figure it out at that point, but I think I got it. We got our replays. I did the video for the other winners, the replay winners. We got the new word. Are we good? Okay, so I want to make sure I got the housekeeping stuff done, all the administrative things. But thank you guys so much. Look, there's going to be one more video. I keep feeling like it's going to be over, but we're not done yet. I'm just going to be gone for a few days. I do get back on Sunday. So yes. let me know down below. Again, give the comment for the things I asked you for, and then just let me know how you are. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for participating in this event. If you've been participating, I've enjoyed it so much. And having, you know, it was just the cherry on top, having, you know, Kat and Jade and Em. It was just so fun. So, and having y'all in there too, it was just great. So thank you. I love you. Give me a thumbs up on your way out before you head out. They really do help. Kind of pushes my video out to people that maybe don't know and they diamond paint. So yeah. And then subscribe, like I said. Let's try to get to 9K. That would be really, really cool. And thank you if you've already subscribed. I love you guys so, so much. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, or I get to see you soon. All right, I love you guys. Bye.